What's happening? Hopefully, this is working out well. I'm a little early because I want to test everything out. Plus, I'm doing this on the phone, so let's see if I can flip it a bit. Nope, not. Okay. Well, looks good anyways. Tilt that down. Good enough. So I guess I'll just wait for some people to show up. Like I said, I'm a little bit early, so yeah. For anyone that does come in, we're gonna be go over a couple things. Hey, someone jumped on. Hey, what's happening? We're going to be go over comic load, and we're going to also be hitting up the Q and A's. So hopefully, it's a fun and productive time. I don't know if I can see the comments here because I'm doing it on my phone. The computer is. I'm going to kill Comcast. Comcast is not working at all. It is not working for our whole entire neighborhood. So I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll just use the computer. Hey, what's happening, man? What's up? I was thinking about using it for the computer. I even plugged it in, but like I said, Comcast isn't working, so I'm hitting it up on the phone. So first time doing it on the phone, seeing how it works there. So, but I brought a little something along to drink while doing this. Just had dinner, and I'm going to be drinking. This is Harry Potter butterscotch beer, non-alcoholic, of course, right? Because I don't drink alcohol, but figured I'd try this out because last time I had it was warm and disgusting. So chilled it and saw maybe give it a second chance and see if it tasted better this time. Because yeah, it's Harry Potter, and Harry Potter usually has good food. I had the jelly beans and had the chocolate frogs, and those were good. But I don't know if this is going to be good or not. But yeah, might as well get into it. We'll give a couple more minutes for anyone else that wants to jump on, and then we'll hop into the comic reviews, and then we'll take any questions or answers or anything like that, and go from there. Non-alcoholic beer. When the universe is at LOL. What's up? What's happening? It's Harry Potter butterscotch beer, so it has to be non-alcoholic. I mean, maybe there's some spells in there, but no alcohol. Maybe I should try it right now. Let's see if it's good or not. No, it's pretty heinous. Chilling it didn't help. Not one bit. Not one bit. So how's everyone doing out there? Everyone good? Everyone having a nice week? I myself have had a good week. It's a week off for me, so get to chillax, spend a lot of time with my son, with my wife, get to clean up the house, make sure we have a young one expecting, right? We have our second born coming in probably next 3 weeks, maybe a little bit more. So it's a it's a pain in the ass to get the whole place together. So yeah, yeah, it's pretty awful. Like I said, the last time I had this it was warm, and it's definitely not warm here. But so hey, with that said, we've been on for a couple minutes. Might as well get things rolling soon. Got the comic load here. Pretty big week this week, so we have a lot talked about. Got a couple Marvel in here too, but mostly it's DC. The only thing I didn't read this week was Constantine because I'm so far behind on that. The two titles from DC I'm behind on are Constantine and Harley Quinn. I bought it for Christmas and didn't taste it either. So those are the only two titles I didn't get. And apparently Constantine is ending, so that sucks. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I don't think it was an overly popular comic, and I don't think DC has hit the stride with Hellblazer and with Constantine yet. So yeah. Are you guys ready? If you want to type it in, just say if you guys are ready, or you think I should wait a little bit longer before hitting into this, and then go from there. Whatever you guys think. It's been about 5 minutes, so technically supposed to start at 8, but oh well. Anyone else watch Comic Con? Did anyone else see the Aquaman trailer or the Shazam trailer, or maybe the Titans trailer, or maybe all the CW trailers? A lot of trailers hit for DC Comics on Comic Con. It was ridiculous the amount. Some good, some not so good. I should really talk about that. Let's see. Have the new Harley cards take over yet? Yes, I think Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti are off the book. I think they got off. Oh God. I think it was issue number 40. I think we've had about 4 or 5 issues with the new writing team, and I mean, it's so far been good. I mean, it still has the relative tone that Amanda Conner and Palmiani's had, but yeah. Oh yeah, Godzilla. Godzilla was so fire. I saw Mothra come out and Rogan. I'm like, yo, dude, Ghidra, give me Ghidra. 3 heads, bro. And if they're not gonna do, but if one day, right, maybe 5, 6 years now from in the next movie, that Mega Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, your boy is gonna be excited. So yeah, so might as well jump into the comic book load and get things started. Like I said, pretty big week. So let's get things started where we always start with a little bit of Batman in our life, and that will be for Detective Comics 985. No, dude, I think it's actually Dick Grayson that tells Batman to F off. Um, because, I mean, he's a little angsty. Got to become Nightwing somehow. What better way than to tell Batman to F off? So, yeah, Detective Comics 985. This is continuing the karma story that's going on. This issue does a lot better justification for the villain. We get to learn more about the villain in the backstory. And it is a nice little shout out. It wasn't Jason Todd that said fuck, but no, it's Dick Grayson. 100% Dick Grayson. Because that's the actor that plays Dick Grayson. That's not the actor that plays Jason Todd. They haven't shown any promotional footage for Jason Todd yet. So it's definitely Dick Grayson. I mean, it's a little bit darker, so they're going to try to make him a little bit more angsty. But hey, we'll get to the Titans trailer. Trust me, I've got some opinions on that. I got some opinions on how everyone looks. But yeah, 985 Detective Comics. Get to learn more about the villain, which is nice. Some pretty good art in here. I love Black Lightning coming in and kind of tutoring everyone. And we have some throwbacks to the New 52 Batman costume. As you guys can see, I love the New 52 costume. I think it's the best one. I really don't like the Rebirth costume, but that's just me. So it's nice to see a little throwback to that. On a whole, the story arc has been pretty solid, pretty fun, and it's growing with me. On each issue, it progressively gets better and better. So definitely a good pickup. Moving on, Titans issue number 20. This is the start of the new Teen Titans team. So you got basically Kid Flash and Robin transferring over from the previous team, but you got a new character Roundhouse, you got Red Arrow, you got Crush, and you got Djinn. All relatively new members of the Titans. Red Arrow obviously has worked with the Titans in the past, but not really been a Titan member. And they take on Brother Blood, and this is a bit more of an angsty, edgy Titan team that doesn't play by the rules. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed the issue. I kind of like all the characters. I don't know how I feel about Djinn and Roundhouse, probably because they're really relatively new, so there's a lot to be desired with them. I want to see more development on them, but overall, good issue. Picked up this comic. I wasn't going to, but I decided to. Mr. and Mrs. X. This is the Gambit and Rogue comic that's coming out because they had their wedding and they got married and all that fun jazz. And I won't get too in detail about it, but I will say pick this up because this is the wedding issue that is not a wedding issue that we've been wanting from all of the different wedding issues, from Kitty Pryde and Colossus and Batman and Catwoman. Like, this felt like a wedding issue that I wanted. So solid through and through. We see how Gambit is able to kiss Rogue. Because again, I'm so far divorced from X-Men and Marvel, and I didn't know if she got her mutant powers intact or not, but apparently she has an inhibitor collar on. So yeah, good stuff. This is a good issue. I recommend getting it. Terrifics issue number 6. This is continuing the Terrifics going up against the Metamorpho evil version, the old version that had the Orbera, and this eventually is going to lead into the Tom Strong stuff that is going on. And we got a new one, which is a new villain, which is Dr. Dread. more and more this feels like it's ripping off Fantastic Four, but I'm okay with it because it's good writing, and I think Bennett has done a good job with the characters, and the art has been good, and I can't say anything other than that. Is a solid read through and through. Silencer issue number 7. This issue is really fun. It's on the plane. Silencer has to take on two mechanized nano droid thingy majiggy assassins, while at the same time try to keep her family safe. Silencer has been one of the best of the comics to come out of the Dark Knight Metal, and it's been consistent. And the new artists that they've had on there, that has really been taking her character and the look of her character and modifying and changing in subtle ways. Like they got rid of that little visor thing that I thought was silly and stupid. But yeah, overall, this solid issue through and through. TMNT issue number 84. We're almost going to hit issue 100. This is, I can't say anything else other than TMNT has been one of the most consistently well done comic books from the past 10 years. Like, consistently, not a bad issue at all. Maybe there might have been one issue I was lukewarm to, but this issue, like most of the others, is solid through and through. And basically, they go up against the Rat King. If you're not picking up TMT, you have to. You have to go out, buy some trades, do whatever you can, get it going because TMT is awesome. Mirror, Queen of the Atlantis, and Aquaman issue number 38. These two go together because you need to read this before reading this. Basically, Mirror versus the Ocean Master. See who wins, and eventually, whoever wins gets to transition over into helping Arthur here. And there's repercussions in this issue, right? It's him versus Kulam Rath. I hope I'm saying that name right. But basically, what happens at this end of the issue is something that I think should have been happening with Aquaman for a while. It has to do with the universe he lives in and the world he lives in. And I think it was a great overall issue. I think both issues are really good. This miniseries has been a delight to read. It serves the Aquaman title a little bit more than it should, right? It should stand on its own. But reading it in conjunction with this, it's a solid read. And you got to get both issues. Green Lantern Corps, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern Corps, issue number 49. Yeah, 49. Next issue is the last issue, and then they're rebooting it with Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp as just Green Lantern, which I'm super pumped about because Green Lanterns, plural, has been lackluster, and well, this has been good. I like to go back to just Hal, and again, it's this story arc has been really fun with the Dark Stars and with how much on the edge that the Lantern Corps has been, and more or less also the philosophies, right? Do you kill? Do you execute? Do you take out the cancer of the bad guys? And I think this is a question that every single superhero has to deal with, and it's handled pretty well here. It's a little harder for the Green Lantern Corps because it is something that they're allowed to do. They are allowed to kill, but not straight execution. But everyone plays a great role in this. Everyone gets their limelight. I think that's the great thing that this book has done. Even though the title character is Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Guy Gardner, Kilowog, Zod. I mean, you can just list it. Everyone's getting their own time in the sun here. Boy, oh boy, talk about the issue I was really looking forward to the most this week, Flash issue number 51. So it's the end of the Flash War, and of course the Flash War was just some kind of fighting and eventually get together and beat the bad guy in a certain way. Talking a lot does make me want to drink more of this awful butterscotch drink. So yeah, the Flash War is over, and Wally's pretty broken up and devastated. And I don't blame him. Like, shit, my kid and my wife are the two most important things to me, and soon to be my other kid. And he can't get his kids back. He has memories of this family, of this life that he never had in this world. And he wants it back. And to hear that there's a sliver of a chance that he can at least get his kids back, as a father, I would do everything to get them back too. Of course, Wally was being a little illogical about it and should have really listened to Barry, because Barry's like, yo, slow down. If they're trapped, we'll get them out. But you just rushing in, not a good idea. This issue deals with the repercussions of it, how it affects Barry, how it affects Iris, but more importantly, how it affects Wally. And what happens to Wally in this is going to translate over to the Heroes in Crisis story arc that's going to be going on with Tom King and Cullen Bunn. No, um, Man is doing. Cullen Bunn is the writer. Jeez, Man's going to be doing the art on it. But this issue was phenomenal. It was really good. Not a, I mean, not as much of the feels as I would want. I wasn't weeping, but it was a solid read through and through. And I like the treatment that they're doing with Wally and Barry. God, I love this cover. Look at this. Ridiculous. Amazing. I like the treatment that they've been doing with Wally and with Barry because it's not who's better, Barry or Wally, right? Everyone has their Flash. Mine is Barry, right? But I have friends that grew up on Wally, so Wally's always going to be their Flash. So it's not a battle of who's better, who's worse, who's the Flash, who's not the Flash. They're both the Flash. Now, Barry may be the title character, right? But Wally's just as much of a Flash, too, and they have places in the DC universe. I'm curious where Wally's going to go from here, right? Especially after what happens in this and what could possibly be happening in the Heroes in Crisis story. Wonder Woman issue number 51. Now, this is an interesting issue. This is an issue where Wonder Woman deals with a criminal, a villain of sorts, and she just basically visits her in prison. I want to say, what was it, 50 times? Not to fight, but to just talking, to become friends, and to show that compassion is the greatest tool when dealing with people. And that's basically the issue. A solid issue, bit too much dialogue, which is fine because it's going to be a dialogue heavy issue. It's going to be issue dealing with a lot of characters, character growth, character changes for the villain, but also to show the empathy that is Wonder Woman. So, yeah, solid issue through and through. Superman, no, Action Comics issue 101, 101, 1001. Mess. Been playing way too much Octopath Traveler. But yeah, this is continuing the story arc that has really been set up by Bendis. And what I like about this issue is the voice of Superman he has down pretty flat, and they're really progressing the story and pushing it more and more. It felt like with the Man of Steel title that they had out, that they were kind of taking their time and they really weren't developing the story as much as really kind of developing the tone. But they did a good job in this to progress the story further. So I think this did better than Superman issue number 1 did. But I mean, it's all part of one big story, right? And we're getting down to our last two comics. Justice League Dark issue number 1. This is the start to the new Justice League Dark title, which I'm pumped about because that title was one of the best Black Horses, like unsung heroes of the New 52. And they're bringing him back, and they have a pretty good lineup. Zatanna, Man-Bat, Professor Chimp, or Detective Chimp, Swamp Thing, and then Wonder Woman. And with Wonder Woman being kind of the draw character, I think everyone else kind of fits in there. And Chimp, I enjoyed him in this. He has a sword now. Man-Bat's kind of the odd inclusion, but he's pretty fun too. And then Zatanna and Swamp Thing's are must-haves. Basically, the Source World broke open. Magic's a funk. Wonder Woman needs to figure out why it's a funk. So she has created this team to figure out what's going on with the Source Wall. So, solid start. I wouldn't say it's the best first issue. I think they spend a lot of time kind of establishing the tone of the comic rather than introducing the characters. But you kind of get everyone in there. So, good read. Doomsday Clock, issue number 6. So, we're halfway through the series, and this, so interesting to see Wonder Woman Justice League Dark. Yes. Which country sounds more exotic to you, Morocco or South America? I don't know, South America, I guess. Doomsday Clock, issue number 6. We're halfway through this, and yeah, this is all about Marionette and about the mime and kind of learning their backstory and their history and their characters. And it's kind of a tragic story. You feel for them, especially the part where they talk about their kid. but I feel like we're 6 issues into the series, and like, what's going on? Where's Doctor Manhattan? Where's Superman? Like, this has been basically a great storytelling. Like, I enjoy this comic, but we're halfway through, and I still don't really get an idea of where we're going and what we're doing with it. So, um, but hopefully it gets back on a better schedule. I think one of the reasons why it wasn't getting out as quickly as it should have is because of the position that Jeff Johns was in with the movie and with the DC cinematic universe. Now he's kind of got a pay increase and moved to a different position, a better position for him. So hopefully he can pump out this comic on a more regular basis. I mean, I would think so because he's doing Shazam as a comic, and God, that's a long time of comic. Hopefully he can do the Seven Seas comic at some point too. But yeah, Doomsday Clock is fun. It's just 3 4 months in between each issue. It's not easy to deal with. I remember back at New York Comic Con last year, which was October, and we were still like issue 2 or 3 at that point. It's like it's crazy the delay. A lot of good issues came out this week. Silencer was really good. Flash was fantastic, but ironically, and I didn't give as much props as I should have. Aquaman issue number 38 is my pick of the week. Just what this does for Aquaman, what it does for his universe, where things are going to go from here. Solid stuff through and through. So, and I hear my son right now banging on the door because he wants to come in. He loves my room. So, have I been reading Mr. Miracle? I picked up issue number 1. I haven't picked the rest of the issues up, and that's because I forgot to. So I'm going to wait for trade for it. But I've been hearing really good stuff about Miracle. I guess Tom King has been doing a fantastic job over there. I don't know if it's in continuity or not. I think it's a little bit outside of continuity, but hey, whatever. So, pretty good comic world this week. I was really happy with what came out. Let's talk a little bit about Comic Con. Because I know in my last video I kind of set out my basic thoughts about it, but I didn't really go in detail about the trailers and about all the stuff that came out, mostly because I didn't have time. I wanted to get everything in as quickly as I could. I was thinking about doing a separate video for just the Comic Con stuff, but once I figured out this live feature, and I figured, yeah, just do it on live feature. So, hope you guys are ready to talk about Comic Con because I am ready to talk about Comic Con. And I'm going to just talk about the media stuff. So, where should we start? Any suggestions? Clone Wars is coming back. Yes, it is. And all of the confusion that has been Star Wars in my life lately, and I still love Star Wars, but with the last 2 movies just being not what I wanted, it's good to know something stable and something that we know is coming back, and that's Clone Wars. So it looks like it's going to be really fun. I think it's like 9 episodes they're doing. I didn't get to watch Clone Wars till the end, but Ahsoka's coming back, and I think she's one of the most interesting female characters in. That's an awful Titans wig. Oh, you mean on Starfire? Yeah. I'll get to Starfire. Well, let's talk about Starfire anyways. Let's talk about the Titans trailer because I think that's a big thing, right? I know there's a huge bit of people in the comic book community that is either really pumped or really upset about the Titans trailer. And I lean a little bit more... Yeah, bro. She does kind of look like a cheap hooker. I think a lot of people feel that way. But a lot of people are either kind of for it or against it. And I'm kind of leaning more towards the for, but there's some things I'm not too happy about. Let's start things off, right? Fuck Batman. I'm not saying that. God, no, I would never. Please. I mean, I have basically enshrined him. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely making it edgy. They're definitely trying to be edgy because of it. And you put out a good point. The Robin suit looks fantastic. It looks like, and it's a shame they don't have a figure for it. It's stuck to the Lego. It looks like New 52 Dick Grayson Robin suit mixed with Arkham Knight, or not Arkham Knight, Arkham City Tim Drake suit. So the Robin suit looks fantastic. The action looks pretty good with the Robin section. I'm not really pissed off that he said fuck Batman. I think it's shocking because I would see that from Damien or Jason, but I mean, this is an edgy, angsty um, Dick Grayson, so why why not? But what is interesting, if you see in the trailer, he takes off the costume. He throws the R at the wall. Is that where he's starting to make the Nightwing costume? I don't know, but it'd be super awesome if that where it is. If we get Nightwing by the end of the season one, it'd be awesome. Um, Beast Boy, I had no problem with, right? I think Beast Boy has to have that alternate look, right? He can't always be green, and I don't mind how he looks that much. Starfire is a bit of a problem, right? I think the actress is gorgeous. I think she could definitely play the part as Starfire, but bro, the wig, it's just not doing it for me. And I don't know if she's going to go full Tamaranian with the orange skin or not. But I think what we've been seeing with the promotional pictures and with the trailer, it looks better on trailer and on screen than it did with those. What is it called? With the pictures that we saw, like people taking the pictures. But yeah, Starfire. Hopefully, it's just civilian wear, but the wig is pretty aggressive. But that's just me, right? I think a lot of people feel that way, and it's nothing against the actress. I think it's just the decision not good. Raven, I think looks fine. I mean, all you need to do is make her look kind of shady and gothy, and I'm surprised they're doing such a young, innocent kind of Raven. Um, yeah, dude, I'm with you. Not many people are taking it at all. They're doing a more young, innocent kind of Raven, right? Not all knowledge and getting everything going. Um, some CGI looks bad, and I'm worried that they'll do Beast Boy. Yeah, I'm curious to see how they do the Beast Boy stuff because you know what I think they're gonna do for the Beast Boy is he's not gonna go full animal. It's not gonna be like he's gonna turn into a kitty, right? Like Beast Boy goes to the movies or Teen Titans go to the movies, which I really kind of want to see because it looks hilarious. I was just watching a clip. I downloaded the song, and I was watching a clip, and Batman's chasing after Titans, and they blow up his Batmobile. He goes, Batman, and then they blow up the Batmobile. And he goes, Batman returns, and he's on a scooter, and then boom, and then he goes, Batman forever, and he's on rollerblades. But which is hilarious. But I don't think Beast Boy's gonna go full beast, right? I think he's gonna manifest beast qualities, right? I think he's gonna go, hey, what's happening, Nick? What's going on? I think he's gonna go full like claws and like fangs and maybe wings and shit like that. But I don't think they're gonna go full like he's a kitten now. He's like a dog. He's like a T Rex. I don't think they're gonna go full. But it would be interesting if they did. But the CGI on that would probably be ridiculous. And who knows? I don't know the budget on this. But in saying that, I think the tone of the trailer, and I don't mind it being darker and edgier because like this is young adults, like teen Titans, like the Titans. I think it works for it. I would be interested when they bring other Titan members in. Legend of Tomorrow's with the anime totals. Yeah, that's true. I just missed the last comment. The way it shows up on the phone, the comments show up and they kind of disappear. Can I press that? Nope. Anyways, so on a whole, I think the Titans trailer looked good. I liked it. I think there were a few aspects that need to do. I'm fine with the actress as Starfire, but I think they really need to change the look of Starfire. I think everyone else looks pretty decent. I'm curious to see where they go with Beast Boy, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the villains. Right? Is it going to be Brother Blood? Is it going to be Trigon's cult? Like, what is going to be it? Have you read the issue? Have you ever read an issue of Punisher? I have. Yes, I have. When I was younger, but uh, what if Beast Boy was learning to control his powers? That's true too. That's a good way to kind of get around the CGI. If you notice, everything's at dark at night, and CGI is actually easier to do at night. But going back to Punisher, I have not read that much Punisher. I read it when I was younger, but I never really got hooked on the character. The character's really cool. I kind of like the movies, even though some of them were not that great. But yeah, Punisher. He's a cool Marvel character. Although I didn't like him in Secret Empire, was it? The most recent one. I'm thinking more interesting the anime side of the DC streaming app. Favorite animated movie announced. So first, I am looking forward to the animated app that is going on with DC Comics. I was talking to my boy Matt. We played Dungeons and Dragons together, and he was saying like, "What did you think about it?" I'm like, "Well, I'm a DC fan. I'm going to buy it anyways." And he's like, "I don't think there's enough content, but like, Young Justice season 3 is enough for me to want to go on there." But now they have Titans. They're going to have Doom Patrol. They're going to have a bunch of other stuff. I think the app is going to eventually build over time. So I think in the beginning it's going to be a little bit bare bones, but I think it'll eventually build over time. So yeah. But speaking of animated films that were announced, anyone else super pumped that Hush was announced as one of the next DC animated films? Face, neck, and chest. I was fucking pumped, dude. So pumped. How about Batman Hush being announced? Yeah, dude, you're on it. Batman Hush as an animated film is going to be awesome. As you guys know, I love Hush. It's one of my favorite Batman stories. I think it's one of the most accessible Batman stories. It has everything for everyone. And yeah, dude, it got me back into reading, Sean. It was the comic that brought me back into comic books because I read comic books when I was younger. I kind of stopped during my teenage years, and it was Hush that brought me back. It dragged me back into comics, and it did it in such a great way. So, the fact that they're doing an animated film, super pumped for it. I'm curious if they're going to do it in the animated cinematic universe they have. But did you like the new Death of the Superman movie? I have not seen it yet. It comes out in August, I believe. I know it's leaked online, but I'm waiting to watch it, and I'm waiting to watch it with my wife because over in Patreon, I'm doing the movie reviews for her with her, and we did the Batman Ninja review. Um, but in addition to that, we want to do more videos. But she's 8 months pregnant, so she can only do so much without being miserable doing it. I think we're gonna wait till our second son is born until we jump because she wants to do a review of 13 Reasons Why also. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, it'd be interesting if Hush is in that DC cinematic universe that Justice League War, Justice League Atlantis, Justice League versus Titans, Batman versus. Thank you. He's on his way. I appreciate that. He's on his way. Um, Series on Blu-ray. Um, also typed of okay. So it's going to be interesting. I want them to do Jim Lee art because the current writer for the Punisher is Matthew Rosenberg. I'm not familiar with him. They need to do movie based on Lord Draken from Power Rangers. Yes, they should. Imagine if they did an animated Power Ranger video like that. Funny fact for you, right? We're getting off topic. But the Batman animated series. Yes, I heard it's coming on Blu-ray. But funny fact for you, David Yost, the original Blue Ranger, is trying to get the original cast together, minus of course Twee, because God rest her soul, she's passed away. But he's trying to get the original cast together to do what the Power Rangers look like in their 40s in continuity. That would be freaking awesome. But that spins off that. But yes, the anime series also came out on Blu-ray, or is coming out in that big, beautiful box. I don't think I'll be able to get it just because second kid. So, love the video. Keep it up. Same. Always love comics, but fell off reading a while. Just started reading again. Speaking of which, if you guys don't know, I posted my timeline video. I know I posted it on some social medias. It's up there on Patreon, so if you want to go check it out, I felt good about what I did because I felt as though there was I spent a lot of time talking about continuity and talking about what counts and what doesn't count in the timeline and how you should view Batman. They should do Power Rangers, the 40s thing for the next anniversary episode. No, bro, what they need to do is they need to do a good anniversary episode because they've been sucking lately. Let's be honest, Forever Red was really the last good one. I don't think we've had a really good anniversary or team up episode since. Well, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder was okay. Ugh, God. How could Harry Potter drink this shit? I'm obligated to now because it's here. But yes, this Titans trailer. Let's talk about Aquaman. Who else got an instant turn on from seeing Black Manta shoot lasers out of his eyes? Ah! Aquaman trailer looks awesome. It's not doing anything miraculously different to make itself stand out, but it's doing everything right. Um, I love the fact that I love the fact they have accurate Black Manta. Where's my Black Manta? Right, it's right down here. Let me pull him out. This is what he's gonna look like in the film. This is what he's gonna look like in the film. Just a badass, really ready to kill everyone. And then they have Orm, Ocean Master. Like it looks comic book accurate. And if you guys saw, they released a bunch of statues. Excuse me, butterbeer. They released a bunch of statues, and Jason Momoa is going full fledged. Right? He's going full fledged Aquaman. The orange shirt, the green pants, everything, dude. It's gonna be sweet. I'm pumped for that trailer, and it has color and a vibrant world, and I love the Atlantis that they have there. I love how they have like a traffic in Atlantis and Mr. Turtle there. This secret aquarium where Arthur was young. Let's see, Aquaman movie looks like the took Atlantis from the New 52 arc. Yeah. And the trench looks crazy also. I agree. They're taking from everything. They're taking from, it's basically New 52 Aquaman. Do you think it could do better than Wonder Woman? What do you mean by do better? Do you mean money-wise or just better as a film? If you're talking about money-wise, I don't know. Wonder Woman was a pretty big hit. I think Aquaman could do pretty good gangbusters. But I don't think I think it'll do probably because Wonder Woman was a phenomenon. Like it's the first female superhero. Better as a movie, okay. As a movie, I think it's possible, right? If we want to talk about Wonder Woman a bit, Wonder Woman was a phenomenal movie, but the ending was kind of it didn't feel that great. I loved it through and through, but Aquaman, if it hits each act, then they should be able to. I think, was it? Did you see the footage? No, I didn't see Wonder Woman 84 footage. I looked for it and then I got distracted by my son, who is currently trying to get my attention downstairs. But I think if Aquaman hits with the tone and with the action and everything, it hits the three acts perfectly, I think it could do better than Wonder Woman. But Wonder Woman 84 is coming out, so who knows? Wonder Woman 84 sounds like it's going to be a fun run. But as good as the Aquaman trailer was, as pumped as I am for the trailer, you know what else? For the movie, you know what else I'm pumped for? I'm really, really super pumped for Shazam. That trailer has me in love with Shazam. It has me in love with the look. It has me in love with the feel. Steve Trevor is going to be in Wonder Woman 84. I don't know if he's going to come back as a ghost or maybe Steve Trevor Jr., which would be weird because like they never mention him. But yeah, it's probably just the gods fucking with Diana. But Chris Pine has been shown to be in the movie. But Shazam looks amazing. It looks incredible, just like you said. No, I don't think they should have it be Steve Trevor. I think it should be her seeing a ghost or something like that. He's wearing 80s getup, but I think it would devalue the death that Steve Trevor had in the previous film, which is definitely not what we want. I don't think it will get the same hype in the UK, sadly, because Avengers 4 is coming out in April here. I didn't think of that. But Shazam, dude, looks so good. It just looks fun. Like in the small things made me chuckle, right? I want to chuckle. Like when he's charging the phone, it's like your phone in charge, your phone is charged, your phone is charged. Or when he's about to do the strength moment and he's doing his dance and he punches, he's like, I got super strength. Or when he knocks the criminal out of the grocery store and he goes, sorry about your window, but I stopped the robbery, and be like, yo, I'm a superhero. Do you know that? Like, I could just rip apart all the moments, but it looks like it's gonna be a fun time. The trying to fly was pretty good. Yeah, I wonder if he will. He blows up the phones by accident. Hey, when you have the power of Hercules and Solomon and Zeus and all those, I mean, androids are not going to take care of that. iOS is not going to take care of that charge. But yeah, when he was trying to fly up in the air was great. The only thing I didn't like, right, and this is my one critique, is you see him in one position where he's like walking in like a circus or something. He just goes Shazam, and lightning bolt comes down, and the smoke comes out, and he's just walking through. Yo, that lightning bolt was weak as hell. That should have been full fledged, like 5 foot wide, thunderous. Like Zapdos came out, hit him with a rain dance thunder down, boom, lightning bolt, boom, right down on him, and go Shazam. That's what they should have done. It was just too casual. Just like yo Shazam, and I would have liked that full fledged lightning bolt come down. But yeah, Shazam, I'm looking forward to. Like I had a good feeling about it regardless. I thought it was going to be a good movie no matter what. But I feel really good about it now that I've seen the trailer. Right, I think DC's movies are starting to hit in the right direction because we're taking a step away from Superman and Batman. Maybe that's for the best thing. Is The Rock going to be in the movie since he's going to play Black Adam? He's not. What's my thoughts on Morrison jumping to? I'm probably in the minority. I wish the updated suit never looked like. Okay, so first of all, Rock's not going to be in this movie. What they're going to do is they're going to do Shazam, then they're going to do the sequel, which has The Rock, and then they're going to do. Oh, I'm going to talk about Dragon Ball Super. Don't think I'm not. They're going to do Shazam sequel, which has The Rock in it, and then a Black Adam movie. As for Grant Morrison jump on Green Lantern, pumped. It's good to have Grant back on the wheel, tackling a major DC character, and Hal Jordan is the one to tackle. I feel as though Hal hasn't been getting as much love lately, and I think having Grant Morrison jump on that title, with the beautiful art of Liam Sharp, I think is the right direction to go with that character. Because Hal needs it. Like, he's been off the Justice League for a while, since Rebirth. They haven't really been promoting or using Green Lantern. Like, Green Lantern used to be the mega force comic of DC Comics next to Batman, and now they haven't really done anything with him. But yeah. Let's talk a little bit more comics, and then I'm going to go into Dragon Ball Super, because your boy has some opinions about that. Some good, some, I don't know, we'll see, some maybe not so good, who knows. But what other trailers were there? We had Shazam, we had Aquaman. The CW trailers, all of them look decent. I like the CW shows, but I don't think anything really stood out to me. Flash one I probably like the most. Arrow, I mean, let's be honest, like, the way it ended in last season was good, but oh yeah, Glass, I'll talk about that. The way it ended in last season was good, but like we know he's gonna be in jail for like 2 episodes and then get out. But yo, bro, Glass looks on point. I haven't seen Unbreakable, right? But I watched what it was, Split. So I'm gonna watch Unbreakable when I get a chance. And McAvoy in Split was amazing, and the concept of the story, the legion of minds in him. I forget what they call him, the Horde or whatever. I hate how everyone knows he's the Arrow. Well, eventually in the comics, at some point, Oliver Queen reveals his identity, and then somehow he gets it back. I think it's New 52 he gets it back in, but yeah, Glass looks like it's really going to be fun. I got to watch Unbreakable, though, so I get caught up with that. Although, do you think I need to watch it? I don't know. But I'm going to be honest, with the CW shows, they have been a great way for me to enjoy my comic book stuff. But I'm feeling as though the app and Titans and Doom Patrol and whatever else, the Young Justice, Harley Quinn, I think that's where I'm going to get. Probably should to be safe. Okay, then I definitely will. But I feel as though, to be honest, I'm going to lean more towards the app. And I know they can't take those shows away from the CW, but, like, I can't keep up with it, bro. I can't keep up with Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning. Like, I feel bad. Like, I was behind on Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, and Supergirl for the longest time. I'm just catching up with the last of it. I'm going to do a review on all of them. I wish that they can continue Gotham in the app. That's not a bad idea. It's a shame it's coming to an end. I'm behind Gotham, too. I'm part of the problem, right? The one show I should be, like, super on is Gotham, and I heard they've been doing good stuff. I'm just so behind on it. But what were we talking about? We were talking about Glass. We were talking about DC's TVs, the CW shows. Let's jump in. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Super. Is that cool? Press F to pay respects. Dragon Ball Super, yeah. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Super. Um, Dragon Ball Super's new movie is all about my boy Broly, right? I know this isn't comic book, but manga is kind of comics from Japan. Um, and if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. Broly is one of my favorite villains. He's not particularly interesting, right? He's just a rage monger. He's the Hulk with Super Saiyan powers. But I love the look of Broly and the concept of Broly. You hated Broly? Oh my god! I love the look of it, where he had like the skirt and he had the jewelry and everything. He looked like badass. And like I remember watching the first Broly movie. Yeah, he is on roid. Okay, roid rage all the way. That's how. Not Kaioken, roid rage. I remember watching the first Broly movie, just absolutely destroying everyone. Um, no, and that's the problem, right? His backstory didn't make a lot of sense, and I think that's why Akira Toriyama coming in here and rewriting Broly, it looks good. I mean, the way that they have Broly look, he looks like he's part of the Frieza Force. Like it's not traditional Saiyan armor because traditional Saiyan armor is either gray and brown, green or brown, which is what Vegeta had beforehand, or it's blue and white with gold on it, which is what Frieza and Nappa had, and what Goku and Gohan trained in the hyperbolic time chamber. Um, Buzz Lightyear looked as, but the armor that they're wearing looks like Frieza Force, even no longer the pointed shoulder, but more the boxy square one. So I feel like the story is he's going to be like part of the Frieza Force that got lost, wants revenge on Frieza, and now he's out to get it. Uh, the stupidest thing about Broly was the fact that like Goku crying made him go into rage. It was so stupid. But I feel confident with Akira Toriyama doing it. And it's great because it's Broly being able to take on Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Super Saiyan. Well, hopefully we get Evolution Vegeta, right? The new Super Saiyan Blue version God, it was called Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Hopefully he busts that out and kicks some ass in it. But like it's Frieza versus Broly, is Vegeta versus Broly, is going to be Goku versus Broly. And I really hope that it's not just the ending is Goku beats Broly. I want it to be a combination of Vegeta and Goku being able to take on Broly. But I'm pumped that they're doing Broly because I always wanted Broly to be canon, and I always wish he was. And then Broly versus Broly, bro, you're playing with fire with that. Broly versus Broly, you're playing with fire. Chi Chi making him rage would make more sense. Chi Chi versus Broly would be pretty good, right? Because she can beat the shit out of Goku, right? Yeah. So Super Saiyan Chi Chi, even though she's not a Saiyan, so it should be good, and hopefully they don't outright kill him off. Hopefully this isn't the last we'll see of Broly in just this film, but Broly versus Broly would destroy reality itself. It's like Chuck Norris versus Chuck Norris. Maybe Chuck Norris versus Broly. Burst out Super Saiyan God Vegito versus Broly. Yes, that would be pretty awesome. I mean, if they want to really make me feel good, they can bring in Gogeta. I like Vegito, but like Gogeta was. I love the fusion between the two of them a lot more. One of my favorite moments is when they fused and they faced Janappa, and it was just so badass. Janappa punches him in the face, doesn't even move, and he blows him up. Awesome scene. But yeah, I mean, it looks great. The animation looks great. This promises a story. I'm not jumping in too much. Do you play DBZ Fighter Z? Switch version is coming soon. It looks awesome. I have played a little bit. I don't own it. I'm gonna get it when it comes out on the Switch. So my video gaming looks like this. I'm gonna play Octopath Traveler for the majority of the rest of the summer. Gogeta. Oh wait, that's what I meant. Gogeta wouldn't want them to permanently fuse. Correct. Although not true because Vegito is not a permanent fusion anymore because the Kai said that the rings only on the Kais is a permanent fusion. On anyone else, they automatically split. But oh shit, what was I talking about? Oh, gaming, right? I'm going to be playing Octopath Traveler for a good chunk of the summer. Going to kick the shit out of that game because it is freaking amazing. Then I'm going to play Pokemon and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and then I'll move on to Fighter Z when it comes out on the Switch. I waited out on it. I played a bit of it at New York Comic Con. I played a bit of it over one of my my wife's cousins' houses. Um, but I decided, you know what? It's probably if I wait. I want to see more non-canon villains in future movies. I would too, but I don't know which ones, because like, how many of them are really that great? Um, but maybe I need to rewatch the movies. It's been a while. But anyways, I've waited out on Fighter Z to come to the Switch because I knew it would eventually come to the Switch. But that's neither here nor there. It's a fun game, and I guess base form Goku and base form Vegeta is joining it too. Um, dude, Garlic Jr. is nothing but filler. Is that what you're saying, Garlic Jr.? Because he's nothing but filler. Um, but yeah, Golden Freezer versus Golden Cooler would be cool. It would be cool if Cooler was still around, right? Although my favorite Cooler is Team 4-Star Cooler. When Goku kills him, best line in the movie, he kills him. He goes, "Ah, son, you grow my plants, you kill my enemies. You're totally worth a skin cancer." Great scene. But yeah, Super has been so good. Like, I wish I could do reaction videos. Yeah, I heard Bridges ending and I'm not happy about it, but they're going on to bigger and better things, so good for them. But Super, I wish I had a reaction video because when every time Vegeta did something, every time something happened, I got so pumped. Like when Vegeta went Super Saiyan God Blue evolution, when he took down Topo, when Frieza and 17 were still in the fight, when 17 won the fight between Freezer, Goku, 17, and Topo, not Topo, Jiren, I was just pumped through the whole entire thing. You should have seen me. I was like when Frieza, when Goku, Vegeta was about to do the self destruct, the final self destruct, this final sacrifice move that he did against Boo. I was like, oh no! I remember my wife was walking by me. It was like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. I go, oh no, no! She's like, what's wrong? Is everyone okay? I'm like, he's gonna sacrifice himself. And she's like, oh, you're watching Dragon Ball Z again, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, it's Dragon Ball Super, but you get the point. But yeah, it was solid through and through. Good stuff. Good stuff. Um, so yeah, did we talk about everything that we wanted to talk about for Comic Con? Have you heard about Ligma? I don't know. I'll take some questions and stuff right now before we end things because I'm gonna have to put my son down soon. Hey, that's my Bulma. It's the best scene is hey, that's my Bulma. Oh, did we talk about Godzilla? We talked a little bit about Godzilla and how awesome Mothra is and how Rogan's going to show up and how, I mean, it just looks like it's going to be a solid, solid movie. I mean, the last Godzilla was pretty good. Not enough Godzilla, but it was still really good. Um, so I'm pumped for that. What is Jeff Johns' Three Jokers going to be about? And is Kong going to make an appearance? I don't know. I heard Kong is supposed to go up against Godzilla at some point, but I don't know if it's this film. It would be nice if it was, because they're doing really not much with Kong right now. I think they did that one Kong Island movie, and that's it. I could be wrong, but the Three Joker art, I don't know what he's doing with it, honestly. He's doing it soon. Like, you guys got to understand. Like, a lot of people thought Jeff Johns' change in position is because people were unhappy about the DC cinematic universe, but he got a huge pay increase to go into the position. Oh, so Zilla Gojira versus Kong is in 2020. Good to know. He got a huge pay increase to go to the position he had, and it frees him up to do the rest of Doomsday Clock. It frees him up to do the Three Joker arc, and it frees him up to do the Shazam book. So I mean, I think it's great for him. I think it's a solid move. Um, but I got a couple more minutes. Did you guys like doing the live video? I'm just wondering. Did you think it was good? Did you like? Do you want me to do it more often? Because I'll definitely do it more often if you guys think it was fun. I will take a couple more questions if you guys want to do them. Because, like I said, I do have to put my son down. Although I think my wife's doing it right now, so maybe not. Okay, looks like you guys like it, right? You know what I was thinking, and my boy Connor from OKayFabe. Oh, hold on. Did you hear about the Buffy reboot? And will be about new Slayer. Do you think it will be set in the same timeline as the comics? I did hear about the reboot, but I didn't know much about it. I don't know about the new Slayer. I'm a little, I've taken a little step back from Buffy, um, just because I've finished the Angel series, but I haven't jumped on the new Buffy series yet. But I don't know how I feel about the. I barely saw the comment. I typically Angel's my character, right? I know Buffy was this huge thing that a lot of people gravitated towards, but Angel was always my character because I related to Angel. It has nothing to do with Angel being a male and Buffy being a female, right? Buffy is a great coming of age story about going from high school to college and going on. Angel, I watched it in a time in my life where it was about Angel's about moving out, doing your own thing, trying to build a business, trying to raise a family, trying to start your life away from home. And that's how, and I think Angel's an infinitely more interesting character because he's so flawed. Um, yes, it was. Let's be honest. After season six, after the fall was good, but everything afterwards was just kind of mediocre at best. Uh, Especially Illyria and Angel, kind of, you know. But yeah, any other questions? Anyone else want to throw something out there that I might have missed? Because these comments just disappear as quickly as they go up. I guess not. Unless if you want to throw something up real quickly. But a couple updates. We'll do a little couple updates to go on. First and foremost, for those of you that didn't hear it, for those of you who are jumping on now, like I said, my Batman timeline video is up. Which one are you more excited for? What do you mean, which one? Thoughts on the Henry Cavill? Which movie am I more excited for? Of the Comic Con movies, probably Shazam. I want to say. I mean, I'm excited for Aquaman. I hope it does well, but I'm pretty pumped for Shazam too. Um, I don't know about the Henry Cavill rumors. Did they bring back Wes and Fred? Fred came back in the comics. Fred's alive because of the magical reset, but Wes is still dead. Leslie Wyndham Price is still dead. So sucks to suck. But Fred is alive, right? She has like the Hulk syndrome with Illyria. They share the same body, and when she gets mad, she turns into Illyria, for lack of a better term. What was I talking about? Okay, a couple updates real quickly. Like I said, timeline videos up on Patreon. That is available for everyone if you are a patron on there. We had a new patron join today. I believe his name is Michael. I can't thank you guys enough for the people that have been supporting me on Patreon. I have some more stuff to do. The next timeline video I'm going to do is going to be Nightwing, so that's going to be coming out, as well as I'm going to do some more movie reviews. Those are going to go out too. So probably going to hit the live action ones coming up soon. So thank you for everyone that supported me on Patreon. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, right? It just helps me do more here, and hopefully I can get some more equipment. As for reviews, I have a couple other reviews. I'm going to be doing some Batman and some, ironically, X-Men reviews coming out. I'm going to do some videos tomorrow to kind of get things squared away for that. I was thinking, right? I'm just thinking, would you guys be cool if I did playing around with this, right? I was talking to my buddy Connor from OKayFabe of doing some kind of video game live stream of some sort, similar on Twitch, but you know, whatever, and just doing video games. That's something I'd be interested in doing. But I don't know if you guys would be interested on me doing them, doing like comic book video games. Who knows? But I want to throw that out there. My schedule though is going to be kind of weird coming up because my wife is 8 months pregnant, right? So with that, my videos are still going to be going up, but they might be sporadic just because I'm going to have a newborn. The funny thing is newborns are incredibly easy to handle, right? It's more or less the amount of time I'm going to have to be dedicated to that. So I think go for it. Never hurts to experiment. Thank you. Excuse me. Boston Comic Con's coming up also. Hopefully my kid doesn't pop before then. So I'm pumped for that. If any of you guys are going to Boston Comic Con, I'll be there. I'm looking forward to see Jim Lee again. Gonna get my you can't see it. Might as well tilt it over here. You guys never see this corner, do you? I'm gonna get my new 52 Batman action figure signed as well as some other stuff. But I'm really pumped for Boston Comic Con. So if anyone else is gonna be going there, I'd be glad to see you guys down there. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be posting up some more actual video reviews the um, of the graphic novels. Did you guys enjoy the graphic novel video reviews as much as the comic load, or do you enjoy the comic load videos more? Please give me some feedback because I want to, especially with a newborn on the way, I want to be pumping as much as I can into one or the other so that I can give you guys the best content as I can. I feel as though the comic load videos are a little bit more popular, but if you like them both, I'm going to continue. I mean, I'm not going to stop doing the graphic novel reviews. I'm going to continue doing them, but so it seems like you guys like both, so I'll continue doing both. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh, and a little feedback from you guys, right? Which you guys follow me more on, Instagram or Twitter? Because I tend to cater towards Instagram a bit more. Um, I haven't been hitting up Twitter as much as I should. But what do you guys think? What would do you guys follow me on either one of them? Just because I feel a little bit more comfortable on Instagram. I don't know why. Maybe it's because just throwing up comic book pictures is fun. So if you want to give me feedback on that, that'd be great too. Um, but yeah, if you guys like this video and if you like me doing live videos, I will definitely do some of them more often. The gram. Awesome. Then I'll say on the Instagram. Um, I try to work Twitter more, but it's not as easy. Twitter is intimidating. Plus, Instagram is so much easier to hit up. But instead, I hardly use Twitter anymore. It seems like that. I don't think people use Twitter anymore. And the people that do use Twitter just cut, copy, paste the stuff from Instagram onto Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm to blame too. I do it too. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here, guys. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate you guys coming on and watching this video. I really, really had a ton of fun. Um, I will do this again. You guys seem to like it. I like it. Do you want me to just do it as a question and answer format or just talking about stuff? Or do you want me to do it as a comic load video? Because I feel as though this would be a little bit more fun as just a chat, just as sitting down and talking to each other, rather than just doing the comic book review. But it's up to you. Hit me up with any questions or hit me up with any feedback on how I can make this better, a little bit more interactive. Hopefully I'll have a computer up by then. I don't have to use my phone, but yeah, so just a chat. Okay, that's cool because I love just chatting. As you can see, I do not stop talking. But I am going to end this video here. Thank you very much for coming in. I look forward to doing this again. I appreciate all the support all you guys give. I really do love it. You guys mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. And I got to go put that kid to bed. Okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.